Good morning. Well, it's morning for me. It might not be morning for you, so welcome in. If you're new here, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. And as you can see, I need to do my makeup, which is what we're going to be doing today. Here's what happened. I've had so many of you comment lately about my makeup, that my skin looks glowy, it looks pretty, that sort of thing. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And you've asked me to do a little makeup tutorial on what I'm using lately, which is really timely because I'm in one of those spots in my life where all my makeup is really working for me, and I'm pretty much just wearing the same thing every single day because I'm liking it so much. So we're going to be diving into makeup today. Then I'm going to be doing my hair and putting on what I'm wearing for today, a little outfit of the day, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm glad you're here with me. But first, I'm going to hop into a little bit of skincare, specifically from City Beauty, and this portion of the video is sponsored by City Beauty, and I'm just excited about that. I'm actually going to be working with City Beauty all year for 2023 because there's so much I like about the company. And you know, I was thinking about it. I literally use City Beauty every single day, multiple times per day. With City Beauty, they have so very many products, and to be honest with you, I have not tried them all. I do have my favorites, which is what I'm going to be talking about today, and hopefully during the year through 2023 I can kind of march through all the different products so I can lay out for you what they did for me, how you use them, and that sort of thing. First of all, I want to talk about, which is probably one of my favorite products. You guys know this. This is the Invisicrepe Body Balm by City Beauty, and this is what I use on my neck. As you know, my neck has been a journey throughout my skincare 3 years here on YouTube. When I first started, my neck did not look good because I hadn't taken care of my skin at all. City Beauty sent this to me and I looked at it and I thought, you know, I don't think that's gonna work, but I'll try it on my neck. You can use this anywhere on your body, on the wiggly parts of your arms, on your legs, wherever you want to use it. I decided to use it on my neck. Lo and behold, I knew it wasn't gonna work. Took pictures before, 30 days after, I was stunned and amazed at what a difference this made in my neck. Now, as some of you know, I am on a journey in 2023 to deal with my neck because it's one of those kind of things where I woke up one morning and my neck just was not looking good. It seemed as though my neck had aged 10 years beyond my face. So I'm really focusing on my neck in 2023. I'm doing a lot of different things. One of the things that I have been using for the last 2 years is this Invisicrepe Body Balm on my neck. And I was thinking, you know, I wonder if it's just stopped working. You know how sometimes you can use something for a while and it works great, and then all of a sudden it's just not working anymore. So I didn't use it for about a week, maybe 10 days, because I wanted to see maybe it's not working anymore and I kind of have to shift up and try some new stuff. Well, you know what happened is after about 7-8 days, the skin on my neck was so much worse. It was really loose and really crepey, much more than it is normally. It just did not have any firmness at all, which made me realize, yeah, this was doing what it was supposed to do, which is firm up skin and make things look a little bit tighter and firmer. It's just that my neck is aging and I'm going to have to deal with some issues around that. So this is what I use on my neck, and what I do is I just take about this much and I just put it all over my neck and really rub it in. One of the things to keep in mind with this is if you use it in the morning, like I'm using it now, I make sure that I don't get it up on my face because it will pill up under makeup. So this is pretty much my daily Invisicrepe Body Balm usage. I'll do this morning and evening, particularly when I want things to firm up a little bit. Another favorite for me from City Beauty is the City Lips Plumping Lip Gloss. I have this in the basket next to my couch. I have some in my car. I have some in my purse. I have this everywhere. This stuff really does plump up my lips and I love it. In addition, it's really hydrating and it stays on. I'm kind of a lip musher, so getting something that's going to stay on my lips is tough because I'm hard on them. So this is what I put on my lips when I start doing my makeup. So by the time I'm done and ready for my lipstick, my lips are plumped up a little bit. And a lot of you have asked me, how do you get your lipstick on over this and get the lipstick to stay? Well, I rub this off before I put my lipstick on. So right now it is soaking into my lips, hydrating my lips, and plumping them up a little bit. I absolutely love this stuff. up. Next up is the lid lifting treatment. This has been out, I think, about a year and a half now. It's a little bit newer in the line, but not super new, fairly new. If you have crepey, overhanging, hooded eyelids, you might want to think about giving this a try. It really does firm up the eyelid area. And you know what? You just don't need very much. I'm just going to put this much on my finger and kind of put that between both eyelids and just rub it in. And you can use this for an eyeshadow primer. I'm going to add an eyeshadow primer today, but if you don't want to, this will work just fine. If you haven't used this and you have very thin, crepey upper eyelid skin, hooded eyes, this might work for you. So you might want to think about giving it a try. They're actually having their Valentine's sale right now. Runs from the 10th through the 14th. So it started a couple of days ago, but you still have a couple of days, 35% off the entire site. I've got all the details and the coupon code listed down below. You can click that link and just go right on over to the website. The last thing I want to talk about today is something that I have tried before from City Beauty, and I just wasn't that thrilled, but I went to Miami with my friend Lisa. Maybe you guys saw the video. I'll go ahead and link it up below and down in the description box. We went to Miami together, had a blast, talked about our makeup, and this is Lisa from Lisa Monique Beauty. This is her favorite mascara, the Beyond Mascara from City Beauty. I used this about a month and a half ago, and you know, I was underwhelmed. I wasn't really thrilled or over the moon or anything. What I can say is that when Lisa was talking about using this on her eyelashes, I looked at her lashes and they looked really pretty. In other words, they looked very natural, they were long, they were kind of lush and just soft looking. So I'm going to go ahead and use this today during my makeup routine and see if I have a second opinion. So I want to thank City Beauty very much for sponsoring this portion of the video. I really do love City Beauty products very much. You can get anything on the website site-wide 35% off right now for their Valentine's sale until the 14th. Now let's hop into some makeup. As you can see, I have nothing on my face. I have done my skincare and it's been soaking in for about an hour. I went outside and played with Lucy and did that sort of thing. So I'm ready to go with my makeup. The first thing I'm going to start with is something that's fairly new to me. This is from Dermatology. You guys know I love Dermatology. This is a new product. It's called their #1 primer and it says Blur and Prep. I really like this primer very much. And let me show you what it looks like. It's a little bit of a gel primer. Feels a bit gripping, just nice and, oh, I don't know, glidey. Very, very nice. Now look at the blurring that it did do on that side of my face. Compare right here to here. It really does blur and it really does grip. So new product from Dermatology. I'm really liking it. Next up is my Beauty Pie Under Eye Genius. You guys have seen this a million times before. And you know, when I'm thinking about the makeup for today, a lot of it you've seen before. These are just favorites that I've had for quite some time now. There are a few new things in here and I'm happy to share them with you because I'm really enjoying them. So just a little bit under my under eyes right here. This is going to help hold on to my concealer and you can see what it's doing to my under eyes. It's really covering up those dark circles and adding some brightness underneath my eyes. I cannot tell you, I've said this so many times before, I have forgotten to put on my concealer so many times since I've been using this because my under eyes just look so much better with this on. And for eyeshadow primer, this is the MAC Paint Pot in the color Painterly. You can see it right here. This is just a real soft brown color. You actually could just use this as an eyeshadow. I use it as a primer and really love it. It's probably one of my favorite products for priming my eyelids. I just am so pleased and have no complaints about it at all. It just does a great job. I have had this probably over a year and you can see how much is still left in here. It really is a great value when you use it like this. Now I'm going to fill in my eyebrows most of the way. I like to define my eyebrow area before I start doing my makeup so that when I'm putting my eyeshadow on, I really know the area that I'm working with for my eyeshadow. eyeshadow. For my brows, I like to do the detail work. In other words, pulling out the tip and really kind of fine-tuning the shape when I'm all done with my makeup, because oftentimes when I'm doing my foundation or my bronzer contour, it might mess with my eyebrows a little bit. So I just kind of rough the shape in now, and then I'll go back towards the end and really do the detail work. This is the Kosas Brow Pop. I love this. This was the first high-end brow product, and just about the only one that I can say really is worth the money. I mean, it is just a great brow product. In addition, one of these lasts me so much longer than even the $5 ones from e.l.f. and Walmart or the drugstore. This is around $20. It lasts at least 4 times longer than one of those. So it really is worth it, and I feel, you know, less responsible for all the landfill stuff using one of these that lasts a little bit longer. One of the new products I'm going to be using today is this Most Wanted palette from Milani. I actually picked this up just in my local Walmart, and this is the colorway Partner in Crime. I absolutely love this eyeshadow palette, and look at that. The tones are just so beautiful, and they're all matte. I have been wearing all matte eyeshadow lately. It just seems to be working better for my look, and the colorway in this palette is so perfect, particularly this color right here, which is what I'm going to be using all over the lid. It just gives that little bit of color to the eyes, not overwhelming, very natural, very, very easy to work with. This whole line of palettes from Milani have been a big hit. This is the only one I've tried so far. Again, this is Partner in Crime. Loving this one. I'm going to start in with my BK Beauty Angie 503 brush, and I'm pretty much going to use this brush almost for the whole eye look. I'm going to dip it into this cream color right here, and that's going to go right underneath the brow, almost down to the crease area. And what I'm doing is I'm just establishing a little bit lighter tone on that brow bone right underneath the brow, so it adds a bit of a lift look to my eyeshadow. Now I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to dip it into this third color over right here. It's almost a light, plummy, neutral shade. It is so pretty. I've got my brush loaded up, and because I'm only going to use this color on my eyelids, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place that brush right where I want that color to be the darkest, which is right here in the transition area towards the outside corner of my eye. So I'm just going to start there, and I'm going to start working that color around over my lid area, and that area where I put the brush first is where the deepest tone of that shade is going to be. So I'm just adding that color and working it across my lid right in that transition area. Now I'm going to dip back into that shadow right there in that corner again, and now I'm going to bring it along the eyelid. And you can see what a beautiful, soft, natural tone this eyeshadow is. It's just so pretty. I've been loving it. Just blending it back and forth. Same thing on the other side. Load my brush up, tap off the excess, put it right here first. So that's where most of the pigment is going to be and the darkest tone of that shadow color. And then I'm just going to work it back and forth in that transition area, dip it back in, tap off the excess back in that place again, and then across the lid. And that is it for the eyeshadow. I just love this look. It's so natural, yet gives just the right amount of color. It's just been working for me, and I'm loving it. Next up is foundation, and I'm still using my favorite. This is the Forever Skin Glow from Dior. I love this foundation. It is so pretty on the skin, and it's not fussy. In other words, I've never had to really work to blend it. It always looks good. Loving this one. I'll go ahead and have it listed below, as well as the color that I'm currently using. So about a pump and a half on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to start placing that around my face. Probably got a little bit too much here, but we'll make it work. Just going to press it in with the BK Beauty 101 complexion brush. This is the one with the angle. Really like this one. Just working that over the skin, and I'm pouncing it in just so that I don't lift up any of my skincare and have it pill around my face. It usually usually doesn't, but this just really makes sure that that doesn't happen. Now I'm going to take my Sigma sponge. This is dampened, so I put it under the water, squeeze it out really hard, and then I wrap it in a towel and squeeze it again. So there's really not much moisture in here, just enough to really work that product into the skin. For concealer, I'm still using the Tarte Shape Tape Creamy Concealer. I love this concealer. The other concealer that I like almost as much is the Kosas concealer. Pretty much everything I've tried from Kosas I've really like. However, this one edges it out just a little bit. I'm not sure why, but this seems to be the one that I reach for the most often. So just a couple of dots of this. And I'm working that in with the BK Beauty 205 brush. This is the one that I prefer for concealer. I know Angie has a concealer brush in her collection, which is really nice, but for some reason I just prefer this one. It's a little bit smaller and I feel like I can get into the little tight corners a little bit easier. But you know, some people really like that other concealer brush that Angie's got. So both of them are great. It's just going to be which one you end up preferring. Did you hear Lucy? She's in here sleeping. She was snoring. Isn't that funny? Now I'm going to take the tip of my Sigma sponge and really press that concealer in and blend it. Now I'm going to take the Kosas Cloud Set Powder. This is what I use to set my under eyes and also to knock down a little bit of the shine on my forehead and on my chin. So I'm just going to swirl my brush around, tap it off, and that's going to go underneath my eyes. And then I'm just going to tap on my forehead and on my chin. If my foundation is going to break up, it generally does it on my chin. So I try to set that down as well as I can. Then back in with that sponge, and I'm just going to press that powder in. For contour lately, I've been using the KVD. I think they call this contour gel. I'm not really sure of the name. The color I'm using is Fair Cool. I really do like this. It has a great applicator. It goes on very light and sheer, so it never looks like I've got a huge line of contour on my face. I'm going to bring it down a little bit along the sides of my face and cut out that cheek area. And over here, I don't end up contouring my forehead over here because my hair is always over it. I just don't even worry about it. And then underneath my chin, just to create a little shadow down in that area and make my chin look a little less, I don't know, wobbly. Double chin-ish. Now I'm going to take a stipple brush and just press that in, and you can see how nicely that blends in. It's very sheer, very light. It almost looks like there's nothing there, but you can really see how well it has contoured that area or just created some depth. Really a nice product. The blush I'm using is fairly new. This is from Tower 28 and it's from their Beach Please line. This one is Happy Hour. I have just been loving this. In addition, I have a new way to apply it that I think is so much better than what I was doing before. I used to tap my fingers in here and then tap it on my face and then blend it in. Well, what I'm doing now is I'm just taking an angled brush, and you can see I've used this for a blush brush several times now because of the color, and I'm going to tap it into the blush right here and go directly onto my cheeks. And I want you to watch at how beautiful that looks when it's applied that way. It's just so soft and natural. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. I am so glad I tried this one day because now I'm just hooked on doing it this way. So other side, just tapping it back and forth, and you can see how beautifully natural that looks. And of course, I'm keeping it to the upstairs area of my cheek. I never like to go past the center point of my eye towards my nose because I'm looking for a lift in that color to make my cheeks look a little bit higher than they are naturally. So outside upstairs area of my cheek, and look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? I just love it. But I'm not done with the cheeks yet because apparently extra is what I'm into these days with my cheeks. This blush is from Catrice and it's the Cheek Lover blush, and I'm not sure what the name of it is, But look at this. It is a peachy pink with a gold reflect in it. It is so beautiful, like so beautiful. For a drugstore priced blush, it is so pretty. So I'm just gonna put my brush in there, get a little bit on, and that's just gonna go right on top, really gently. And look at what that does to the cheek. It's just kind of glowy, and the color is beautiful. A little bit peachy, a little bit pinky. I mean, it just could not get any more perfect. Just loving this. Now watch, isn't that pretty? Now, it might look to you right now that I have too much blush on. Let me show you what the next steps are gonna be. One thing to keep in mind is because I have been pouncing on my skin, it's going to raise the blood in that area, so my cheeks are looking a little bit more rosy than they will when that blood dies down a little bit. That action of pouncing on the cheeks creates more blood flow, making the cheeks look pinker. Now I'm going to take the bottom end of that Sigma sponge and I'm going to go around the outside of that blush contour area and just really pounce it in, and you're going to see how well it blends in. Isn't that so pretty? So I'm going around the edges to make sure that I don't have a harsh line where those products were placed. And as I keep doing my makeup, you're going to find that blush just sinks in more and more and more and just looks so beautiful and so natural. Just a beautiful glow. I love the color combination, and look at the little bit of reflect on my cheek from that Catrice with the little gold in it. So pretty. Next up is highlight, and I've been using the same highlighter for a long time. This is Makeup by Mario, the color Pearl in the highlighter. When this came out, I picked it up. This color was sold out for the longest time. I think it's back in stock now. I'll have it listed down below. If it's sold out, put it on your wish list. You might want to try it. You can see how much I still have in the pan, and I've had this for, gosh, a while now. So a little bit on my brush, and I'm going to go right at the top of my cheek there, and then a little bit in the front, tip of my nose, top of my cheek on this side, a little bit in the front. Now I'm going to take a big fluffy, this is the BK Beauty 103 brush, and I'm just going to blend that all in, just so those cheeks really look pretty and natural with a little bit of glow. Everything's softly blended. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I just love the color combination of the skin right now. To finish off the complexion, I'm going to be using my Hourglass. This is in dim light. I love this. This is kind of like the icing on the cake. It is so subtle and almost undetectable, but it gives the most beautiful glowy look on the skin. I'm going to take a big Rephr brush. This is a big fluffy brush from Rephr. Load it up, tap off the excess, and then that's just going to go over the high points of the complexion, and watch what it does to the skin. It just creates the most beautiful, almost filter look, soft and gentle, just so very pretty. Now I'm going to make sure everything is tapped in, that my concealer is all laid down nicely. For setting spray, this is the Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I have a few setting sprays that I like. This is my favorite, hands down, my favorite. Actually, this is the one that I travel with. I have a couple of little travel sizes of this, and this is what I bring. So, setting down the complexion. Tight lining with the L'Oreal Lay Liner. This is in the Cashmere Noir, I think it's Noir Cashmere, which is their black. I love this. Doesn't transfer, nice dark color, just all good. Before I start in with the City Beauty mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal. This is their lash base primer. I love this stuff. The difference in my lashes between when I use this and when I don't is amazing. Actually, I need to do a video where I do one side with the lash primer and the other side without, so you guys can see the big difference. It really does make a huge difference in the length and volume of my lashes. Anybody's lashes, I'm sure, not just mine. Okay, so the Beyond mascara, you've got the tube right here. Of course, the City Beauty colors with the gold and the navy blue. And we have a standard mascara wand. Lisa says she goes swipe, 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 swipe. It's all done. It washes off easy at night. She loves this. So let's see how it goes for me. Definitely getting the link that I'm looking for. Okay, so this is 2 coats with the Beyond Mascara from City Beauty. A little bit of clumping. I think they look good. They're definitely nice and long, don't you think? I'll keep you guys posted on how I end up liking this throughout the day. Time for lipstick now, and I have been really having a love affair with the BK Beauty lipsticks. You know, I've had these for a while, and for some reason the formula is just really working for me lately. It's creamy, but it stays on. I love the colorway, just everything about it. I've been going back and forth between this one, which is Acceptance, and a pinkier tone called Self Love. So I'm using Acceptance today. For lip liner, this is from Maybelline. This is their automatic pencil in Totally Toffee. Look at this color. Isn't that just so pretty? Ah. So here's the lip combination. I just love that. Natural, creamy, pretty, soft. It's got it all. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to finish up the detail work on the brows. Just making sure that all the lines are exactly how I want them and the shape really works. And I'm pulling that tail out right there. If I had done this earlier, that would have been disturbed by my foundation. So that's why I wait till the end to do this little bit of detail work on the brow. Now I'm going to go in with the Kosas Air Brow. This is going to add a little bit of color and set them down so they're not moving around all day long. I have longer hairs on my brows. They can get messed up. Here we have the makeup. I'm going to go do my hair, put on my outfit, and I'll see you then. Here we have the finished look. Got my hair all done up. You know what I did today is I used some like hair wax, like some pomade to kind of give it some height. I actually really like it. What do you guys think? I think it looks good. So my outfit is really rather fun. First of all, the top is from Lily Silk. Remember I told you that I bought a few of the items from their fall and winter catalog? This is the long sleeve tee and I really love it. It's just beautiful. V-neck styling, very, very comfortable, just looks great. And these pants, get a load of these pants. How much do you love these pants? I certainly do love them. These are actually from Honey Love. I talked about how much I'm in love with the Honey Love bras. You guys remember that. I mean, I haven't had a good bra in a long time. Now I have good bras from Honey Love and I'm really enjoying them. You can see I don't have belly button boobs anymore. I've got nice boobs. Well, boobs that are not hanging down, that are nicely supported. But look at these pants. Aren't those gorgeous? They're kind of a tweed fabric. I'm not sure if you can see that, but here's the really cool thing. First of all, they're super comfortable. They've got the back pockets right here. They're leggings. I'm not kidding you. They look like really nice slacks, but they're actually leggings. I am wearing a size large. Now I'm 5'6". I weigh about 160, I don't know, 2 or 3 pounds, and they fit me really well. I actually tried the extra large too, and they didn't fit me. They were way too big. So these are the leggings from Honey Love. I'll have them listed down below. I do have a discount code which will work for the leggings as well, but oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. What I love is the fabric because it looks like a really nice tweed fabric or something along those lines. It doesn't necessarily look like straight up denim. It's a little bit more dressy than that, but oh my gosh, they're so comfortable and I think they're just so very cute. So at the very bottom are my army boots. I've had these for a while. I bought these when I turned 60. I thought it was like a good pushback from the whole getting older into the 60s thing. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this fun, useful, and helpful. A little fun makeup day, some hair, some clothes, the whole thing today. I hope you had a good time. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Again, I'm Kimberly with Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. You guys know it just makes my day when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you. Make it a great day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.